June has been the only point guard in this game para kay Coach Ronjay Enrile. We haven't seen Paolo Hubalde enter the game yet.
Agree, and in their last game in September 15, both June and Paul actually played roughly about 23 minutes in that match. And so right now, mas malaki yung nagiging requirement ng playing time para dito sa Cebu. And they're loving that all these efforts that they're showing have really ended up in good results because they are defending.
Neymar Escobedo commits a traveling violation. Coach Arvin Bonleon is feeling the pressure right now. 2 minutes and 46, win or go home.
But you know what? We've been talking about June Manso and Paul Desiderio, but I do like the quality minutes that they got from Brian Mecca in that third quarter and even here early in the fourth.
Mecca really affected the game on both sides. Here we see our Dix, a great move of the game, born for greatness. This was back in the first half. What an impressive finish galing kay Jeff Comia. But he has been silenced here in the fourth quarter, Coach.
That's right. His scoring has significantly gone down here in the second half. In the first half, he had how many? 17 points.
And he started out with 12 in the first quarter.
That's right.
5 in the second period.
And then just 4 so far here in the second half.
Which was scored in the third quarter.
Correct.
At the start of that period.
And none here in the fourth. That's right.
It has been a while since we've felt the presence of Jeff Comia in this game for the Tigers after an incredible start. Free throw story. Look at that, Coach. Cebu, although that was a miss by Desiderio, they have been shooting.
And isa na yan sa mga naging malaking tulong nila nung first half. Kaya kahit papano, they still had that 1-point lead over Davao at the half.
Terzo passes it out to Comia. Sidestep. Couldn't get that 3-point play opportunity, but he will take 2 shots.
I tell you, Jeff Comia moving off ball, coming from that weak side of the floor, either it's a 4-5 cut or a curl from the top. As soon as he goes downhill and he gets that ball around that spot, it's going to be very hard to stop a Jeff Comia as soon as he's got that pace and that force downhill to the cup.
First point here in the fourth quarter para kay Jeff Comia. The former Mpbl champions with their season on the line here. Can they make a comeback? That's a split at the line para kay Jeff. 60-49. June Manzo and Cebu will try to milk the game clock as much as they can. We now enter the final 2 minutes of this one.
I thought that was a very dangerous spot for June Manso to be staying for quite a while. Very near the half-court line and very near the sideline. You don't want to stay right in there. You want to put the ball on the floor, bring it to the middle when there's lesser resistance, so to speak, from the defense.
Defense to offense substitution para kay Coach Ronjay Enrile, bringing in John Hamon. Liaga switches out to June Manzo. Instead, there's an offensive foul off the ball laban kay Lian Martel.
That was actually that was a cross match in that situation. Initially, it was June Manzo and Salubre. Parillagas came in, and so it got switched. Either way, would have been advantage for Cebu, but yun nga, natawagan ng offensive foul itong si Liam Martel. Medyo nanggigil, alam niya, kaya ko nung postehan. Ang tagal ng bola.
Onse ang hinahabol dito ng Tigers, but they commit the turnover as we flash the turnover story, and that results in a June Manzo basket on the other side. 62-49.
I like to say that's the next facet of Mark Meneses. A grab and go and a decision maker in the open floor. And with June Manso running the break, you know you've got to shoot at the other end.
Comia gets fouled as he hung in the air. 2 more free throws coming up para kay Jeff Comia.
Might be a case of too little too late here. See this deflection and that steal. Grab and go action with Meneses and that good finish by Desiderio. By June Manso.
June Manzo making some big buckets here in the fourth quarter. Comia will be awarded 2 free throws here. There's a little lull in the action. May technical yata itinawag
Sportsmanlike behavior.
laban sa Cebu.
Was that because of the earlier situation where they were complaining about Liam Martel?
I'm not sure why.
Now we got to figure out what happened.
So, 3 free throws will be awarded here to Jeff Comey. This is the technical free throw, then 2 more free throws for that foul that he was able to fish inside. These are important free throws, especially because they don't have much time on their hands to try and recover from this 12-point disadvantage. Technical free throw was good para kay Jeff. Comia sinks the second. Jeff Comia is a 64% free throw shooter this season. Has a chance to cut this lead to 10. Tigers trying to salvage their pride as former Mpbl champions. They have a minute and 25 to try and avert this 10-point slide. The Greats will be burning under their final timeouts here with a minute and 25 remaining in this game. Paul Desiderio has been spectacular here in the fourth quarter. Coach Mike joining forces with his buddy June Manzo. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists for Paul Desiderio.
He really was the one who ignited this run in the third quarter para dito sa Cebu Greats. Napakahalaga nung sinimulayan ni Paul Desiderio. Making a 3, making a couple of post-ups, and they're really going to work inside the paint. And that mattered because it created a certain separation na naging mas komportable para dito sa Cebu.
Ball is in the hands of June Manzo. Cebu up by 10. A minute and 20 to go. Desiderio may tangan ng bola dito. Pulls up, jumper is good. That just might be the dagger here, Coach Mike.
Well, the second half has turned into the Paul Desiderio and June Manzo show. And rightfully so for Cebu. Those two guys have really led for the most part yung comeback nitong Cebu Greats this season. And what a way to push this game to their advantage. And, you know, just really good contributions both from June and Paul.
Night, says Paul Desiderio. I saw this a lot in college,
Oh, yes.
Coach, and I'm relishing the experience of watching this once again in this game. The Greats are up by a dozen against Davao Occidental. Mayor Jennifer Ina Alegre Cruz in the building here at the Paula Gymnasium together with Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes, Operations Head Emerson Oreta. It's a packed house here, Coach.
Oh, yes.
And we're just in our first game. We still have a minute and 15 to go, but obviously they are all in anticipation to watching their home squad, the Mindoro Tamaraos, facing the Zamboanga Sikat in the battle for the 7th seed. That's a miss for the Tigers, and that just might do it here, Coach.
And I guess maganda yung naging usapan nila at the half para dito sa Cebu Greats. The first half really was a lot of turnovers, a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of mysteries, makeable shots not going in. Pero dito naging mas deliberate sila in the second half, especially with Paul Desiderio really, you know, stamping that momentum para dito sa Cebu. Getting into the paint, scoring more comfortably. While we see that 3 by Terzo.
He cuts it to 9 here, 64 to 55. May konting pag-asa pang namumulat dito para sa Tigers. They steal that ball away. Terzo, same spot, different result. That's a miss. Lian Martel secures possession for Cebu. It's tapped out of bounds.
Yeah.
It looks like someone was hit. Is that Ricky Peromingan?
Yeah, they're gonna have to review this. I thought, at least from live action, I thought Lian Martel stuck an elbow through the face of, was that Ricky? Yeah, Ricky Peromingan.
Peromingan has his face in his hands right now. He's on the floor. Let's take a look at what happened. Martel gets the rebound.
He got poked in the face and then that elbow.
Ayun. Yun yung bawi.
Yes, yun yung bawi. And Liam Martel also got hit, and so would that be a foul also that they will call? all this get elevated to an unspo.
Now this is going to be tricky here for our officials. And coach, this is going to be very crucial because
Yes.
we have 32 seconds remaining. This is just a 9-point lead. If the calls favor the Tigers at this point of the game, they have a chance
Oh, yeah.
to cut this lead, shoot some free throws, get the lead down with the clock stopped, and then possession para sa kanila if ever that happens. This could bring them back into the game all of a sudden.
That is right. This could, matter of fact, I feel this could even be down to as much as 4 points on made free throws and a good offensive set for the Davao Tigers. And clearly, that pass from the corner, cross court by, was that Mark Meneses? I don't think that was a good pass at all. You had a guard that was very near you. You gotta pass it up, bring the ball to half court, set your half court, and then waste some clock.
And that's been one of the thorns on their side sa laro na to, coach. Yung turnovers ng Cebu. 21 total turnovers for the Greats in this game.
Well, I mean, you give up 21 turnovers in a game, to which itong Cebu roughly averages about 16, and they are dead last when it comes to that department.
Foul on number 42, Lian Martel.
That's just way too much right now, even going
Lian
He's out.
Martel,
your
5
average
fouls.
Lian Martel
Technical foul on Cebu
called for
Greats
that
for improper bench
unsportsmanlike
decorum.
foul.
And I think there also was an unsportsmanlike on Tricky. So first we're gonna go for the free throws of Davao, to which Jeff will be the one to take it.
Technical free throw for Jeff Comia.
So this is the technical free throw that Comia will be taking because the technical foul called on Cebu. Why was there a technical on Cebu?
Liam Martel.
Lian Martel. No, but he was called for an unsportsmanlike foul.
That's right. I didn't hear the technical that they called.
I think maybe it could have been for improper bench decorum, but we're going to try to clarify that right now. These are the free throws on the unsportsmanlike foul by Lian Martel on Tricky Peromingan, but he misses on the first. Second free throw on the way. 1 for 2 para kay Tricky Peromingan. 2 out of 3 for the Tigers total on that trip to the line. Adlawan checks into the game para kay Lian Martel. Sideline inbound here for the Tigers. They're down by 7. 3-possession ball game. Terso, pass to inbound. Peromingan has it, taking too long to decide. Escobedo passes it off to Comia. Jeff out to Arboleda, puts the ball on the deck. Multiple passes here for the Tigers. Take it too long. Open 3-point shot by Comia is a miss. Cebu could not secure possession. Peromingan for 3. Wala. 13 seconds on the clock here. Multiple misses for the Tigers that last possession. That's just painful para sa kanila.
And those were good looks. If they made those shots, they would have been down just by 4 points. And that could even be a 1-possession game on a made 3 and then a foul on an act. We did clear with the officials that the technical earlier that was awarded is really because of unsportsmanlike, bench decorum by itong Cebu. They had a warning earlier and that was the second one, so they got teched.
13 seconds remaining here. Davao has to foul to try and extend this game. Cebu gets it across. That's the double. And there you go, the foul on Joseph Terso with 6 seconds remaining in this game. Desiderio with a chance to ultimately ice this game for the Cebu Greats.
Yeah, much as this is an impending win para dito sa Cebu, there are lessons to pick up from this game.
No doubt, especially we are gonna be going up against potentially Mindoro or Zamboanga.
That is right.
And those are really 2 tough teams.
That's right. And both those teams actually play very similar styles of play. They love to take threes. I guess ang difference lang pagdating sa Mindoro, they have post-ups guys like Ken Bono, and like what you said, it's gonna be a tough cover on the next games para sa kanila. And so you gotta fix those little details. One, you cannot afford to go in that game and commit 21 turnovers and give up 20 points off of it, because if you do that, you're not gonna win.
6 seconds remaining. Desiderio was 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. Escobedo for 3, and that's gonna do it.